What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the first top 10 show for 2026. That's right. 2025 came and went, but some things might look the same here in the first week of 2026. Now, joining me tonight are my brothers. That's right. I've got Izzy, I've got Travis. Super excited to kick it with you guys. Chat, we see you. Let's go around the horn and say hi, man. How's it going?
What's going on? I'm chilling here in the upside down, as you can see. We're just watching a little bit of Monday Night Raw. I figured might as well. I was gonna turn the camera around, but you know what? Nah, let's keep it this way.
You were gonna go upside down?
I was gonna do the whole show upside down, just mess with people's heads, right?
That would have been wild, dude. The Stranger Things stuff, man. The finale. I don't know if everybody in the chats watched it. Obviously, we're not going to spoil anything, but it was the talk around town, man. It was
Still
the talk
is.
around town. Yeah, it
Mhm.
still
I,
is. It
you know,
still is,
I I found it satisfying. I was good.
dude.
Not a lot of people liked it. It felt a little bit of Return of the King as far as that ending goes. Like, okay, all right, let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's
It,
say goodbye.
it's so funny because I was seeing so many memes afterwards, and one of them that like took me out was how the scenery looking a lot like the music video from Linkin Park in the end. And dude, I couldn't stop laughing. They made edits with like Vecna in the music video. It's
Oh,
so
really?
good. It's so
Dude,
good.
that actor, the actor who played Vecna, he's so good, man.
Yeah.
I got to give it to him. He's one of my favorite characters in that show.
I haven't watched it, man, so I'm one of those. So you know what I
So,
mean? I say we won't spoil. You're not gonna spoil because I don't
yeah,
wanna.
I
I
won't do
don't
it.
wanna.
I won't do that.
Yeah, there you go. But Travis, man, what's going on?
What's up, guys? What's up, chat? Good to be back. First big top 10 of 2026. Let's start it off right. It's going to be fun. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. And the year-end show was a blast, so excited to get the ball rolling on another year of awesome cover price content. We've got a great list, so this should be a good time. How you boys doing?
Good, man. I had the opportunity to hang out with one of you last night, and I have the unfortunate, luck of hanging out with another one of you tonight. But yeah, there you go. But yeah, man, no, dude, doing great, man. 2026, I'm excited, man. 2025 was a big year for comics. You guys, Travis, you just mentioned we had the end of year show where we went through a lot of the data related to how comics sold, some artists, how they performed in 2025. So I can't wait to see what 2026 is going to bring for sure. Because I mean, 2025 was a good one. It was a
Yep.
good one. We got spoiled with reads. I
I
feel
think I
like on
think
the reading
2025.
level, we
I
ate
think
good.
2025, 26 is going to be a big year. All the stuff that's coming out already. I think we're going to have a really good year. Especially since other certain companies we at Beats, as we talked about yesterday,
Yeah.
they need to step up their game. That's all I gotta say. They gotta step up their game. They were once the top dog, and it looks like, including with this list, they are not.
Well, let's find out exactly who is the top dog and kick off the top 10. Because, guys, that's what we're here for. We're going to talk the top 10 comics that sold within the last week. So, we're looking at the trending sales on the aftermarket, how much money people are spending, and that's going to be a fun time. Now, of course, we have made the additions of looking at these sales both on the raw side and, of course, the graded side. So, it's going to be an interesting list. Let's dive into it right away. Izzy, kick it off, man. The first book for 2026. What do we got?
It may be the first book, but this ain't gonna be the last time we talk about this book, I think. Or maybe it is. It is our runner-up, and that's the DC All-In Special #1. Guys, we've been talking about this book week after week after week after week. And now we have a high raw sale of $91 and a near mint plus, as well as a high graded sale of $282 at a 9.8. However, we did see a $300 sale on the 22nd of December, right before the new year started. We have fair market value $60. We tracked 41 copies sold. You guys know what it is. It's the first appearance of absolute universe characters, the absolute trinity, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. This is a phenomenal piece. This is a great piece. This is the book that started it all, really. And I'm happy to say, because we keep talking about this book, right? But it's a wraparound. And since it's a wraparound, you could take the backside and turn it into the front cover. And that's what I did with my copy here, as you could see right there. This is the cover. It's the same exact book. The only difference is it's the other side. So you got the Absolute Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman in this cover. So this is how I choose to present it. Just like that.
Yeah, I like that.
And if I understand correctly, if you request it, the CGC will slab it that way for you if you want it that done.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've seen. I've seen at least one or two of them that have been slabbed that way. So
you know what? I could test that theory.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't it suck if you got that side signed by Snyder that Izzy's holding up, and they say, "Nah, man, we're still gonna put it the other way."
Well, yeah, I could probably get Snyder to sign it. In fact, I missed out on the last signing, but Snyder's he's local, so he'll sign it.
Yeah, I saw actually somebody in the chat was asking about Ark-M that's coming out this week. All I'm gonna say is yes, pick it up. Just pick it up, and you can message me afterwards and be like, okay, now I get why. That's it. I won't say anything else. But
It's here. I have it somewhere.
Recon just said that his is signed and slabbed reverse side. So there you go.
Awesome.
We'll do it.
That's
cool.
Awesome.
That's cool. Maybe I'll slab them both. Maybe I'll slab two.
Yeah, I
copies
think that's the point of this book. It's like everybody cares about the Absolute Batman, so you have to make that request in the notes. Like, hey, can you put it on this side?
Right.
I didn't know you could do that though, so that's cool.
I saw that. I saw it a while back. It's cool. I really like it.
Will PSA do that?
That's a good question. I have no idea. Yeah, the only thing I've seen is CGC.
So you guys heard it here. Slab this book from the back side. Do not slab it from this side because it doesn't mean anything from this side. You want it from the other side. From the upside down side. Yeah.
I'll say that. Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure this is the last time we'll see this pop up here, but it's good to see it still holding up there. These raw sales are really getting up there.
Yep.
They're steadily growing. I mean, we've talked about this 100 times, how you get this book off the shelf. You can still get it off the shelf in some places, but $91 for a raw. It's crazy.
You know what, Travis? I'm happy you bring that up because the raw sales is what's actually something that I'm finding very impressive on how it's gotten to this point now. $91 for Near Mint Plus. Man, I watched this book sit and hover for around cover price, and then slightly afterwards getting towards the $15 mark, and it stayed there for a little bit of time, right? And then it starts to gradually pick up, and now we're looking at this at $91. Of course, you get the first appearances of these three characters that are very important to what everything is going on right now on the aftermarket when it comes to the Absolute Universe. So it's no surprise to see this, but the Absolute Universe, it seems people are starting to catch on to some other titles, which we'll talk about very shortly. So with that, guys, tonight's runner-up, DC All-In Special number 1, this one being the Sempere wraparound regular cover. You got to see both sides, and we learned tonight that Izzy prefers the backside. That's right. Top raw sale. $91 for a Near Mint Plus.
Maybe got that.
Yeah, exactly. Top graded sale. $282 for a CGC 9.8 and a 7-day trend of 15%. All right, let's kick off the actual top 10. Travis, what do we got?
Coming up, starting it off at number 10 is a beautiful Absolute Wonder Woman number 15. This is the Kyuyong variant. We did see a top raw sale of this one for $40 and a top graded sale of $110 for a 9.8, resulting in a 7-day growth trend of about 9%. There's a big push behind this book, and the real big reason is Absolute Wonder Woman 15 marks the first Absolute crossover team up that we've seen so far. And we even see this point in this book where her final words to Batman refer to making more friends and even befriending Superman. So you're kind of seeing this sort of this kind of them kind of coming together and getting this team up. So this cover in particular, though, was getting a ton of pop. when it first dropped. I remember not actually having ordered this on FOC and having to go and track down a copy after the fact, and I got it for cover price, but holy crap, I got it like an hour before the prices were no longer there. So I got very lucky with this book. It did just come the other day, and it is incredibly beautiful in person. This is an amazing cover.
You're living on the edge, my man.
I
Living on
know,
the edge.
I know.
Pre-order.
It's bad. It's so
Pre-order.
bad.
I was not as lucky. This book was an immediate sellout. It's like a cover C, I believe. It's not even a cover B. Eom is a very popular artist. He's starting to get a lot of more recognition. I know firsthand one of my retailer friends has a Virgin variant, which, let's be honest, look at this cover and tell me how much of it is a Virgin variant and not.
Right.
It's very minimal trade dress.
Yeah.
So there is a Virgin variant that's coming out. I do believe it's going to be a foil as well of this one, a full foil, going for the same prices and things like that. But if you do a little digging around, if you have a couple of LCSs out there, you might be able to pick this up at a good price. I would say. I think it's just one of those, unless the shop owner is watching cover price, which I suggest you do.
You better be.
You might still have this book as a cover price book right now. So be on the lookout. You never know what you might find in a shop, especially, there's certain shops that they don't always pay attention to market values.
Yeah.
And sometimes they don't want to.
You know what? As much as we think those types of shops are not so common, they actually are. And you know what? My LCS literally at the corner of my house. Like, okay, maybe exaggerating, a few blocks down, but anyways, dude, just puts up absolute Batman issue number 2, cover A. He had like 8 of them. Just put them on the rack, cover price. Didn't upcharge. Doesn't care for that. So yeah, they do exist out there, but. One thing is for certain, people were really excited about these two finally coming together, right? Within the Absolute universe. You got Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Batman. The excitement was totally there. Now, Izzy, you are spot on because I can't help but agree. For myself, look, Eom's been in this for a little bit of time, but 2025, we were just talking about what a year it was. What a year it was for Eom, doing some DC covers for his first time. And now doing DC covers, Eom's getting a lot of recognition, and it's well-deserved because I personally think he drops absolute fire. Look at this cover. I love his work. We just had Superman 34 pass on FOC. You guys might have the opportunity to still pre-order that one, but Lois Lane looking amazing on that cover. I love what Eom's doing. I can't wait to see what is in store for Eom in 2026. Yes, I grabbed the cover A because, I mean, hey, when it's a key issue, you can't skip the cover A. But this cover was just stunning. Definitely had to pre-order one of these, and I'm very happy to have done so because, as you can see, the aftermarket doing what it's doing. But besides that, just having this piece with both of these characters, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Batman, on this cover by Eom, love this cover. Shout out to Eom. Deserves all the flowers that he can get. And I can't wait to see what's in store.
Yeah, there's more Eom coming. This may be the year of Eom.
Yeah, we shall see. But Absolute Wonder Woman issue 15 coming in at number 10. This one being the Eom variant, top of raw sale, $40 for near mint. And of course, we've got top graded sales at $110 for a 9.8, 7-day trend of 9%. Speaking 9, it's time to talk. Number 9 is what's up?
Nothing much, man. But up on the way is Absolute Superman number 1. We talked about Wonder Woman. We talked about Batman. It's now Superman's time. So we have here cover A, the Rafa Sandoval regular cover. We have a top raw sale of $22 at a near mint plus top graded at $135 and a 9.8. We see that the fair market value is $24 and we tracked 55 copies. You want to say something that you don't know, but come on, we all know already. Absolute Universe is hot. This is one that I think many people look at and they might pass on it, but don't pass on this book simply because there is some rumors about Brainiac and everything that goes along with it. And it's a Superman book. So if you're gonna get the absolute universe, just go get the Trinity, and we'll talk about all the other characters too sooner or later because they're coming.
Yep.
7 day trend up 35%. Come on, man, who doesn't love frizzy hair Superman?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw out, get this book to read it too.
It is good.
This series is good. And I've said before that for the first 5 to 6 issues, this series was my favorite of the 3. And then the other 2 sort of overtook it. But for the first 5 or 6 issues, they are very strong in this series, and it has continued to be strong. I've stayed caught up with it. It's really, 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 really good. But it's definitely one that you should pick up to read, and if you can get it cheap, great, awesome. But it's certainly I don't know. I think it's a great book. I think Jason Aaron does an amazing job. I am obsessed with Rafa Sandoval's art in this series. It is just incredibly good. So it doesn't surprise me. I think everybody's going back to the well. I think people are going after these absolute books. I think it won't be long before we see other characters pop up on this list. It won't be long before we see these other books start to pop up and jump in price. They're not going to jump to absolute Batman levels probably, but we're going to see jumps for sure. And this doesn't surprise me to see this one popping up. And it's just a really good book, y'all. Read it.
Yeah, we do the comparison to the Ultimate Universe, but I like to compare it to the original Ultimate Universe from 2000. It's the same effect. So when the original Ultimate comic books came out, everybody was clamoring for Ultimate Spider-Man. But people started picking up Ultimate X-Men. People started picking up the Ultimates, and those books were getting hot as well, especially the Ultimates specifically. And people love the Ultimate X-Men universe. That difference, X, that Wolverine, that Cyclops. This is no different. This is pretty much in the same way as the Ultimate's first launch. And I think there's this general excitement because it's refreshing, it's fresh, it's new, it's taking the same thing that made the characters popular, but doing it with a modern twist. And that's what we have. And it's even more different because you got, great writing teams on all the books. Every book has a good writing team. Got a great art team. They decided, even more so than when they did the All-Star line, they said, no, we're going to do something exciting out of this. And there's proof in the pudding. 2025 was the absolute year. Who's to say 2026 isn't going to be the absolute year continuing?
I've always said that you're like a legit Superman freak if you really get into like the Krypton stuff, because I don't know if you read New Krypton or any of that stuff. It's a lot, right? Like there's a lot to it, and it's just, it can get heavy at times, like just a lot. It can be a bit of a slog. They reimagined Krypton. They reimagined the origin story of even Cal's parents here, and that for me was like, they spent so much time in these early issues here exploring Krypton and exploring his life on Krypton and his parents' life. That was the most interesting part of this first arc that I could not get enough of it. I would have taken 5 more issues just of Krypton and the class system and everything. It was just unbelievably cool. And it was a very, very, very refreshing new take on Krypton and everything with it. It was awesome.
Yeah, dude, the read for Absolute Superman is amazing. But one thing I want to show you guys as well, we look at all the other prints that have come out. Like, yes, okay, there's multiple covers for the first print, but when we get to the later prints, man, you were just talking about Sandoval, dude. Yes, we get to the regular, but man, some Sandoval covers are just insane. Like this one right here, the second print. I love this.
That's my favorite of the run.
Yeah, dude, that use of like negative space is just so good. And these are super affordable. So like you could pick these up for the read. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the concept wrap around for Absolute Superman 1. This one being the second print. Dude, when I saw this, like I need this.
So good.
That's nice.
It's so good.
I need that.
It's like so good like that too.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like I said, Sandoval is in his bag on this story. I mean, it is so good. And I had always liked Rafa Sandoval going into this. But it's like I said, like it seems like every now and then you get an artist on a series and it just seems like the fit is just perfect. I think a lot about Bruno Redondo on Nightwing, where they just let Bruno kind of run wild with his creativity on Nightwing, and it just gave us this beautiful, beautiful book. And I feel like that's what's happening with Rafa here too, and it's really cool.
Yeah. I came across the sixth and fifth printing. Sorry?
No, I said I personally like the noir editions.
The noir
editions. Yeah, I love them all.
They're awesome.
Because I like black and white comics. You know, there's something about them that makes them, you know, the fact that you could kind of bring color in a black and white image, and look at how beautiful that is, man. Like, I like that more than I like the color version.
In his bag. The man is in his bag with this. It's so good.
So well done, dude.
I love seeing this get its love here finally.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. But guys, of course, at number 9 we've got Absolute Superman #1. This one being the Sandoval regular cover, top raw sale for a near mint plus $22, and top graded sale $135 for a 9.8 7-day trend of 35%. Travis, we send it back to you, buddy. What do we got next?
Another #1, Absolute Wonder Woman #1 this time, the Hayden Sherman regular cover A. We've seen this one pop up a little bit, and it's well-deserved as well. We had a top raw sale of $42 for a near mint raw, top graded sale of $250 for a 9.8 graded copy. That's impressive. Look, Absolute Wonder Woman is getting a lot of steam. Whether you want to put it on the if you want to put it on the crossover creating the steam with Absolute Batman, I don't think that's the case here. I think that we were seeing Absolute Wonder Woman start to trend early on, and this is just further example of people going to the well trying to get the rest of these Absolute books. Is it spec? Maybe. Is it just wanting to read the books? That maybe that too. But I think we're seeing a lot of traction for Absolute Wonder Woman. Hayden Sherman's art here is really good. I know that people have been up and down a little bit on the art in this book. The one thing that nobody has been up and down on is Kelly Thompson's writing.
Yeah.
Kelly Thompson is crushing this series. I mean, it has been nonstop amazingness. I love Hayden Sherman's art. I also loved the guest artist they brought in for that little mini arc after the first the first story arc. It was so different. I cannot remember who the artist is, so forgive me, but it was unbelievably cool looking. It was just a very different vibe. But yeah, this book, not surprising to see it pop up here. 34% 7-day growth trend, 59 copies sold. It's the absolute effect, right?
Yeah, I agree. I think what's going on right now, and you talked about spec. The spec here has nothing to do with movies or TV shows. The spec here is just pure excitement over a new take on characters that we love. And that to me is by far some of the best type of spec. The only issue I have with that type of spec is how long will that momentum ride?
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because I think these books all are seeing peak highs, and that's what they're going to become. They're going to become peak highs. They will drop in value eventually. I can't wait to see the compact editions of these books come into fruition, because they're going to happen.
Oh, for sure.
Excuse me, guys. But honestly, I think with Absolute Wonder Woman, it is a great story overall, and I do like Hayden Sherman's art.
Same. Yep, same. I thought some of the stuff we heard, or some of the stuff, the rumblings that I've seen about it not being really, I've seen some people say, oh, it's just not for me, and that's fine. Some art isn't for everybody. Personally, I thought, and I think Alex said it, I think the art fits the story. I think the art fits the title. So, yeah, for me, I think Hayden's art here is a perfect fit. But again, I think, and I'm not taking anything away from the art. I think the writing here is the star of this series.
Yep.
I think the way it has been written, I think there's every character feels so well thought out. I mean, it just every single character you come in contact with feels like there was so much thought and care given to how that character is going to interact with Wonder Woman and the world around them, and it's an incredible series.
if this was a Christmas family dinner, you guys left me no food on the table because you hit everything. And
Hey,
yeah,
the
man,
pumpkin pie is ready.
yeah, sure. I'll go straight to dessert. Nothing else. But yeah, dude, I agree with everything you guys are saying. One of the big things for this book is Kelly Thompson, and everything that is being written within this has been absolutely incredible. I'm loving it. Dude, I think it goes without saying. Anytime Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman crosses FOC, pre-order. That's exactly what I do. That's the cheapest buy-in, and you have no regrets. If you're looking to make a buck on the aftermarket, there's a good chance. But besides that, man, it is a fantastic read. That is all I personally care for, and I am enjoying everything from these three titles and some more when it comes to the Absolute Universe, which we'll get to. But at number 8, Absolute Wonder Woman #1, this one being the Hayden Sherman regular cover, top raw sale. $42 for a near mint top graded sale, $250 for a 9.8 7-day trend of 34%. I am so shocked to see the next one is still on the list. What do we got at 7?
Yeah, at number 7, The Many Deaths of Laila Starr. And apparently Laila just wants to stick around. She doesn't want to die out. It's coming in at number 7. We have a top raw sale of $26 near mint. We don't really have any graded sales of this book. However, the most common is at a 9.8 at $96. The fair market value of this book is $20. However, we did see a sale not that long ago, yesterday, in fact, for $6 for this book. So it's still very, very affordable. We tracked 10 copies of this book. We have a 62% increase in the 7-day tracking trend. And yeah, it's just, there's this, apparently there's smoke, but do we know if there's actually fire when it comes to this story? I know it's Ron V who has, we talked about great years. Ron V had a fantastic year, and this is one of his older stories from 2021. I think people are starting to recognize his writing. Obviously, the artwork here is what I like to call quirky artwork, but it fits the mold of what it is and the possibilities of what this could potentially be. So as far as option news or anything of that nature, all it is right now is pure rumor. Unless Ron V comes out to say, yeah, we're making this into a series or something. Right now, that's all it is. This is the epitome of what spec is. It is a speculation, a rumor. It's not a bad book. Don't get me wrong, but at its current price,
dude.
At its current price, yeah, I say go for it. Pull the trigger because you're not gonna be spending that much money.
Right. Yeah, I haven't read this at all.
It's wonderful, Travis.
Really?
It's a wonderful read. It's a couple of issues. I don't remember. I think it's 6 or 7 issues, somewhere around there.
There's a trade as well, though.
Yeah, dude, you can pick it up as a trade if you'd like. But yes, it is. It was a very good read. I really enjoyed it. I think Ram V shines. He really, you really get some good writing from Ram V out of this one. And I agree with Izzy when he says, right now we're getting a lot of smoke, no fire. We're trying to find a fire. But what's driving this is exactly that, man. But Travis, seriously, I highly recommend you just give it a read. You can bang this out in one night.
Yeah, I'm sure, and I probably will now. I do like Ron V. I probably haven't read as much Ron V as everybody else. I did read his Detective Comics run, and it was really enjoyable. And then obviously, New Gods was really good. But yeah, I haven't read this, and I think that yeah, I think this is definitely one where if you're in the spec game, right? Like all we got is a lot of smoke. I mean, you could do worse than dropping $5-6 on this. You know what I mean? Like I know you guys said there's a trade, but like if there's only 7 issues, I might just go find a lot somewhere. So just grab it. You know, 5 issues, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, man, like I mean, I don't know. I'll probably just go grab all 5 and say, call it. Right? I mean, because what's the worst that happens? It doesn't get optioned, and then I've still got a good series just sitting in my long box.
The best that could happen, it does get optioned.
Right. And then I can just flip it after I read it. Right. So it's just whatever. But yeah, no, it looks cool. I mean, I dig the art. Like, I like this indie stuff. I love kind of out there kind of art. If this is what the art looks like, I'm all in. This looks really cool to me. It appeals to me. So yeah, don't know a lot about this, but yeah, this is exciting. It's something new to add to the reading list for me.
Yeah, and I encourage everybody who's watching, if you haven't read this yet, give it a read, man. It was actually really good. 5 issues is what it is, not 6 or 7. That's my bad on that one. But yeah, 5 issues, great ride from front to back of the 5 issues.
Keep in mind, there's also a Virgin Black Foil 1 in 100 done by David Mack.
Oh,
it's currently going for $25 raw.
Interesting.
So if you
I'll
want
pay $25 for any David Mack cover. I don't care.
I'm just letting you guys know there is a David Mack cover. Let me do a quick share for you guys so you can see what it looks like. It's absolutely gorgeous.
While you're pulling it up, yeah, Travis, you mentioned David Mack covers. I made a mistake. I was cleaning up my short boxes and everything just prior to going live. And my kid was there. He saw a Spider-Man Noir David Mack cover, and he's like, "Oh, Dad, can I have that?" I just look at him. I'm like, "Sure, but you better take care of that."
Do you mean the recent one, the recent series?
Dude,
I got that one signed. Yeah, it was a great get. I love that book.
It's my only copy, and he has it now. But yeah,
David Mack is elite.
Yeah. Hold on, let me take this out and give you the.
There it is, guys. That is a 1 in 100.
Oh, I remember.
And it last sold for $25.
Dude,
that's awesome, dude.
David Mack appreciation moment. The dude never misses ever.
Just look at you like at first glance you see the character, but look at it a little bit from afar and you see there's a silhouette behind her.
Yep.
So cool.
That's awesome. Talent.
He's the man.
Great cover, man. A great story. Like I said, I encourage everybody to give it a read. At number 7, we've got The Many Deaths of Laila Starr. Number 1, this one being the Filipe Andrade regular cover. Top raw sale, $26 for near mint. Top graded sale, well, we don't know yet, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. 7-day trend of 62%. What do we got at number 6?
Number 6, we've got Absolute Wonder Woman number 1. This is the Jim Lee variant. Top raw sale, $40. And we did not track any graded sales of this book. We did see a 7-day growth trend of 52%. Pretty cool. We did talk about with the crossover between Batman and Wonder Woman. We are seeing that, maybe we might see more team ups, and look, everybody's just assuming that's going to happen, right? But upon release of the original 3 Absolute titles, Jim Lee did do a variant cardstock cover for all 3 of them. One for Batman, one for Superman, and one for Wonder Woman. I had a hard time getting a hold of this one.
Really?
When it came, when it came out, because I wasn't ordering them for some reason. I was just buying them off the shelf, and I didn't get this one. This is the only one of I've got multiples of all the Jim Lee covers except this one. It's quite frustrating actually, because it's an amazing cover. It might be the best one of the bunch.
It's my favorite.
Origin story of Travis making his way to the YouTube scene is via a podcast that covered everything Absolute. And he's not pre-ordering. I'm so angry.
We still have an ongoing giveaway that once we get to 50 subscribers, we're giving away the Jim Lee Superman variant.
Oh my God.
It's still ongoing. We're still there. There's a free Absolute Superman number 1 Jim Lee up for anybody that wants to subscribe. No.
So Travis, is Absolute Wonder Woman telling you must be this tall to ride this ride? Because I don't think you make it. It's like you must be this tall to ride this ride.
I definitely don't make it, dude.
I love the Absolute Wonder Woman Cloud Final Fantasy Buster Sword. It's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
As a lifelong
it's between
Final
that and the
Fantasy
battle
person.
axe, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, was there a bigger oh shit moment than the battle axe moment in Absolute Batman? Because we all gave everybody crap about that chunky logo.
I feel bad for Superman. All he has is a cape.
The cape is legit though. Soul is awesome.
The cape is legit, but I'm just saying you got an axe, you got a sword. He's
Look.
like, here's my cape.
Dude, I that and again, for anybody that hasn't read it, the cape alone is worth checking out the Superman title because the cape is so freaking unique and cool. I love it. But yeah, no, this one hurts, man, because this is, I think, the best of the three. And it's one of those that I was like, oh, I'll pick it up. Oh, I'll pick it up. Oh, I'll pick it up. Well, I'm not doing it now. I waited too long. And now I got to sit here and look at this on the top 10.
Yep. It's so funny you guys mentioned the fact that, like, you know, Batman's got the axe, she's got this Final Fantasy style sword. Supes needs something. Like, he's got to get, like, you know, God of War with the chain and the swords.
Chain blades.
Man.
The chain blades.
He needs something. We absolutely got to get something on him going. But yes, guys, of course, at number 6, we've got Absolute Wonder Woman. Number 1, the amazing Jim Lee variant. Top raw sale, $40 for near mint. Top graded sale, well, we still don't know on that end, but I'm sure we'll see some very soon. 7-day trend, 52% for this beautiful cover. Is what do we got at number 5?
At number 5 is another Absolute Batman issue number 3. This is the Nick Dragotta cover A. We have a top raw sale of $30 near mint. Top graded sale of $150 and 9.8. Fair market value of this book is $13, and we tracked 46 copies. This is the continuation of the story. It's issue 3. We get the first full appearance of the new Selina Kyle. We also get the first appearance of Al. Don't you just love a character named Al? It was like,
So
Al. Yo,
my
Al
God.
is legit, man. Don't mess with Al. But
Big
this
Al.
is another one of those things. Issue 3s, like issue 2s, they sell. There's less of them, less copies. So, but when it comes to like issue 4 is when they start really selling again. So when you talk about issue 1 is the one that always has the most copies. Issue 2 usually follows with less copies. But issue 3 is almost kind of like the make it or break it issue when it comes to, you know, these books and series. If it's really going to maintain, issue 3 is one of those stories that it's like it maintains. So I'm not surprised that the prices of this one is going up just the same way as the other ones are. You know, again, we talk about different covers. There's a banger Del Auto cover that's out there that is gorgeous.
Yeah, that's a good one. I
It's
did
a
grab
good
that
one.
one.
There's so many good ones, man.
Couldn't
That's
get the
the one I
Jim Lee
got,
Wonder
man.
Woman, but I got the Del Auto apparently, which makes
The
no
Del
sense to
Auto
me if
one
you know my collection.
is beautiful, man.
I love this. I love that we're seeing, like, I thought this might happen eventually where we're just going to start like randomly seeing, like, well, we've had number 1 and we've had number 2, we've had number 4, we've had number 5, number 3 was due at some point, and we're going to get 6, 7, and 8 eventually. You know what I mean? Like, there, and I'm sure they've already been on here before. We've talked about Absolute Batman every week for 6 months, so you know it's not that surprising to see this book pop up. I personally love this cover though. Nick Dragotta's cover here is so cool because it really shows off the cape. What is it with capes tonight? It really shows off the cape and and just everything that is going on here is just so neat. This Party Animals arc to start off, I felt like was such a good jump off point. Like, it was such a good jump off point to where, you know, we're not getting into some major players right away, but it was very, very, very entertaining and was perfect to grab any reader that starts reading it. So and this is a key book. I mean, not a key book. Well, it is a key book, but it's a key book in the sense of it's a pivotal book in the arc. So yeah, very cool.
I want to highlight what Recon's saying because you guys pretty much again said everything I would have to say about this one, but 16 of 20 slots are Absolute related. Yes. You know, this is more than a spec spike.
I like that phrase.
This is a movement.
Yeah,
it's a movement.
It's a movement. It's a revolution.
It really is the case, man, because we're seeing this so much on the, you know, the top 10s, multiple channels talking about the Absolute universe. It is what everybody is excited about right now when it comes to comics. Now, I know a lot of people want to toss around the word FOMO when it comes to this. I don't know anymore if that's really what's going on. At least not for the average collector. I think most people that are scooping up these books on the aftermarket are people coming in. They didn't have the opportunities that maybe we had because we've been longtime collectors. And, I've seen it firsthand. I've brought in, many people, friends of mine, now part of my YouTube channel, into the hobby. And the first thing they flock to is the absolute Batman stuff.
Well,
And they're loving it.
Let me ask a
And
question.
FOMO,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
and FOMO is a term that's utilized when things just go out of whack, right? Where again, when we look at Absolute Batman #1 specifically, that book at its height right now with all the copies that could be a potential FOMO book. But when we're talking about all of these books, FOMO doesn't mean the same thing here, right? It means that there is a general excitement regarding this new universe that DC has done. With that excitement, you're getting new readers, which I think is the best part of this. So those new readers may be a little naive, unfortunately, and they're spending that kind of money, not so much because of FOMO, but because they want to be able to obtain this stuff.
Guys.
And I think honestly, it's one thing when you're hanging out into Six Flags. I know it's winter, in the midwinter, but a few months ago, I'm hanging out in Six Flags, and I just see these kids, teenagers, talking about Absolute Batman. They had it completely wrong, but and I corrected them as I heard them talking. They looked at
as
it
is
like,
my job,
as in my job, and then I, of course, I plugged the channels. And said, you can listen to me. I kind of do this kind of stuff, right? As we're waiting in line to get on a ride. But the reality of it is that the fact that they're talking about it, you're talking about people that don't normally read comics, or they probably read another format like manga or something like that, coming into these books. That's what we want. The initiative worked. The all-in initiative worked, guys.
And you want to know something, just to put it out there, some facts. Last night on my channel, we were talking about this on, how it goes outside of the comic world itself. You have Amazon. We all use Amazon. My goddamn doorbell rings every 5 minutes here from Amazon. But the top comics of 2025 just on Amazon, DC was crushing it as opposed to other publishers. And the hype is definitely there again for the Absolute universe. To give you an idea, the Absolute Superman Volume 1, which is the trade paperback, whatever, was selling like crazy, man. It's on top of the list. There's many of the Absolute titles that topped the chart when it comes to such platforms. People are buying the trade paperbacks on platforms like Amazon and stuff like that, where it goes outside of just collecting the individual comic. People want to read this.
Well, let me ask a question. Let me just pose you guys a question. If somebody walks up to you right now, has never read comics, adult, or old enough to read these books, because let's be honest, these aren't the Absolute books are not for kids. I mean, they are, but for a certain age group. I mean, Batman is pretty brutal. I'm just gonna say, but like, if someone walks up to you and they say, "Hey, I've never read comics. Want to read some comics? I just want something fun to read." And and you say, "Well, do you want superhero or indie?" If they say superhero, what are you handing them?
Turok.
Because I'm just gonna be honest with you.
I'm gonna say historical.
I'm just gonna literally say, if you want to read something fun, here, Absolute Batman. Just read this. You're gonna love it.
Well, again, like you said, if they're looking for something like a superhero comic book or something a little different, Dark Hawk is definitely worth it.
It is totally worth it.
I completely agree with you.
It's my retirement plan.
Like I don't tell people to read Watchmen, because sometimes that's a little too much to handle.
It is,
right? But I'll tell somebody to read something that's just pure fun. I think that's the point of Absolute Batman. It's literally Snyder and Dragotta just having a blast with this character, and they're doing it in a way that they're allowed to do what they could do.
Yeah, you need no backstory. You need no research. You need know nothing about any of these characters. All you have to do is hand them the book and say, "Enjoy the ride, big boy." You know what I mean? Like, that's all you gotta
Batman.
do.
It's a new take. All you gotta say, it's a new take on Batman. There's some little things that are a little different, but check it out and tell me what you think. And it was like, wow, this is cool.
I literally, I got the trade paperback finally. I put off buying it, and I finally got it. I sent my wife to a spa day for Christmas this past weekend.
I saw that.
Her Christmas present. You know what she took to the spa to read while she was at the spa?
Yep.
Absolute Batman, the trade paperback.
I saw that. I saw that. Shout out to her, man, because I saw her laying there in the chair, nice and cozy, comfy, reading, and I'm like, my God, she's
at the sound of Absolute Batman like this.
Yep.
That's exactly right.
Yep, epic. But shout out to the chat, man, because I'm seeing a lot of love for Darkhawk, and yes, Darkhawk totally deserves it.
That's my 401k.
Yeah, I know we joke about it.
One.
Yeah, but yes, man, absolute
man,
guys.
Give him this man.
Absolute Universe, Ghost Machine, Energon, we're spoiled to quotes, and yes, we are eating very good. But guys, at the number 5, we've got Absolute Batman issue number 3. The Nick Dragotta regular cover, top raw sale, $30 for a near mint. Top graded sale, $150 for 9.8. 7-day trend of 116%. Guys, there's 128 of you in the chat, man. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And we hope to catch you here every single week. So let's see what we've got at number 4.
I am extremely excited about this. At number 4, we have Absolute Martian Manhunter. Number 1, this is the regular Javier Rodriguez cover A. Top raw sale $16. We did not see a top graded sale this week, but we did see a 7-day growth trend of 59% with a fair market value of $11. Look, guys, this one is awesome. And if you haven't read this book, holy cow, just read it, love it, enjoy it. It's amazing. I love seeing it on the list. It is such a good read, and this is obviously, we were talking about this is more than a spec spike. We're going to see people start to visit these books and try to get the other books and try to probably read them. Maybe it's a little spec, but man, I think people are coming here to read this. And if we see an Absolute Justice League in the sense of we're seeing our absolute heroes who are kind of at a disadvantage in this universe, obviously we think that Martian Manhunter is going to be involved there. But Dennis Camp, amazing work here. Javier Rodriguez, unbelievable art. And this is just the perfect product of when you tell two really creative people to do something way outside the box.
Just have fun.
Well, this is the most indie of all of them, right?
Yeah, it is.
All the other books are like their core superhero types. Even Green Lantern, even Flash. This one is like, you know what? He's a Martian. Do whatever you want with it and there you go. Can I do something with colors? Yeah. Can I make it look crazy? Yeah. Could I do it stone? Sure. Why not?
Exactly.
I would literally just die for an animated series of this book. This book in an animated series would be so.
They don't have enough colors.
Yeah, it would be.
The color budget would be way out.
Imagine CMYK, man, ain't got nothing on this book.
Oh my God, it's just like it's the greatest buddy cop comic ever. It's so good. And when I say that, I really mean it. Like there's like a buddy cop vibe here. It's really a lot of fun, and it is very out there. It is very, it's one of those books. I had to read the first issue and the second issue a couple times because you feel like you just miss things. You know what I mean? Like you feel like you need to go back and really absorb.
Well, just the art is a lot to take in, right?
Right. Like you need to spend a whole read through just looking at it, and then you need to go back and read it again. But it's such a cool take on this character who is by far one of the more interesting characters in the DC universe. I mean, Manhunter is just awesome. And this take is so unique and so special. And if you're not reading this, please read it. Even if you don't buy the original, the individual issues, go pick this up in a trade. It is so worth it.
Well said. You got anything else you want to add to that?
Sorry, guys.
You got me thinking. It's so funny. Now that we talk about the Trinity, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, but whenever you start thinking about the Justice League, the one character that's always like the constant, or you could even call him the heart of the Justice League, is Martian Manhunter.
Yep.
Where the other three are kind of like they're the big dogs, they're the ones that but this is the guy that really keeps the team together.
He's the glue guy.
Yeah, he's the glue guy, and it's nice that he's like. So he's got to be the fourth guy, right? He has to be, right?
He's Tony Kukoc.
Exactly. So, and I like the fact that they went this route with Martian Manhunter because let's face it, he doesn't get as much love as he should get. You know, to the point that they replaced him in other Justice Leaguers. I'm sorry, Cyborg's a Teen Titan. I don't care. Martian Manhunter, he's Justice League.
Yeah.
You know,
That's you know what I'll give you that. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
You know,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
how that's the '80s kid in me. You know, I'm an old guy, just the way I am.
Like I said earlier in the show, we've seen the regulars when it comes to the Absolute Universe making the list, but now seeing Absolute Martian Manhunter, do we have hope that Absolute Green Lantern might make the list at some point?
So
Go
ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Flash and Green Lantern are making other lists. Now, I'm not trying to promote those lists,
Yeah.
but they are coming out in other lists. So that means there's some buzz behind them.
So I'll say this, and I feel like potentially Green Lantern may not be getting the love it probably deserves. I think that series is better than it has been reviewed, and I think I just think that it's a better series than what people are saying. I think that if you haven't read it, you should check it out. You should check all these books out. Just check any book out. Any book that looks interesting, check it out. Support the writer, support the artist. But I do think that Green Lantern might be the most overshadowed. But I also think it's very underrated as a book. It's really good. Flash, for me, Flash is incredible. Like, especially those first 5-6 issues. Yep. Flash has been really good for me. I've loved everything about Flash. But Green Lantern, for me, feels like it's being overshadowed by the rest of them. I think Bill Cartwright is probably better than Kukoc, by the way. Yeah. Thank you, Ezel.
I think with Green Lantern specifically, it's that it's not Hal or John that's welling the Green Lantern, even though they're part of the story.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's turning certain people off to it. That doesn't mean it's bad. I'm just saying I think that's what's causing it. You know, at face value, you're not seeing Hal or John because that's what you want to see. You want to see.
Yeah, I'm a lifelong diehard Green Lantern guy. I am a Hal Jordan guy till the very end. I love Hal and I love John and I love Guy. I love all of them. I love Absolute Green Lantern. It's been so good. And I
bet you anything if it was Kyle, it probably would have performed a little better. I'm just saying.
I think you're probably right. I think Kyle.
I'm just saying.
Kyle deserves more love than he gets.
I love Kyle. That's my Green Lantern.
Yeah, and everybody's got their favorites, and you know, I just think I feel like it's a really underrated series, and the art for me. I know the art has been kind of hit and miss with some people. It kind of goes back to the what we were talking about with Absolute Wonder Woman. I think the art's fantastic. I think it looks really good. You just have to accept the fact that it's a different looking book. Mm-hmm. It looks very different from your traditional comic book, I think.
Well, we're starting to see some more Absolute titles making lists, and I'm happy to see that because, I mean, yeah, Absolute Batman, Wonder Woman, and of course Superman are great, but so are these titles. Guys, at number 4, Absolute Martian Manhunter number 1, the Javier Rodriguez regular cover. Top raw sale of $16 for near mint. Top graded sales, well, nothing yet, but I'm sure that's coming as well. 7-day trend, 59%. What do we got, Izzy, at number 3?
Number 3 is the one book everybody that's watching should pay attention to. And here's why. Let's first talk about the book. It's Absolute Batman Ark-M Special number 1, the Javier Rodriguez variant. We have a top raw sale of $56 near mint, a top graded sale at $65 and 9.8 with a 7-day train. Get this, 940%. Now, before I say anything else, this is why I tell everybody, take your notepad, take your phone, whatever you got, and pay attention to this book, because if you go to your shop first thing Wednesday morning, you might be able to pick this book up at cover price. Yep. I say this because this book is not officially out yet. All right. We're seeing the most common raws going for around $11. This is the first cover appearance of, if you see the hat, you know who it is. It's the Mad Hatter.
Yep.
And it's a Javier Rodriguez variant. Absolute Batman has not officially dropped. However, many of the shops were receiving their orders. Their DC orders were coming in as early as last week. So that's why you're seeing pre-orders already happening. However, It officially dropped on Wednesday. So if you get to go to your shop first thing in the morning, which some people can do, myself included, you might be able to pick this book up because this book will be gone by noon.
Yep. I didn't get this cover, so I'm going to have to try.
No.
I'm going to have to try and fight the masses on Wednesday. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. I got several of the cover A, but I didn't get this one, and I want this one. I missed this one. Yeah, a lot going on here. This is a big book, guys. If you haven't got it, please try to go get it. Or I mean, if you're interested in it, I'm not telling you what to buy. I'm not ever going to tell anybody what to buy. But this is a big book, and it's going to be a big book. There's been some serious buzz on this one for a while. So get to your LCS.
It's been sitting at shops for a whole week, so they had a chance to look at it.
Yep.
Yeah, and there is a signing at Midtown this week. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Says the guy who didn't pre-order this book, Travis. My lord, I can't believe you. But no, I totally understand. It's okay.
Do
dude,
you?
No, I don't. When I saw this cross FOC again, it's one of those where you immediately knew what was taking place here on this cover, and I made sure to pre-order. I can't believe already these top sales that are going on over here. $56.
How many did you get?
We're looking at. So I got 2 of this one and 1 of another cover. I think it was.
You got 1 of this one, right?
No, I got 2. I
got 1.
You know how I am when it comes to.
No, I'm saying 1 of those is already packed and ready to ship. Is what I'm saying, right?
Oh yeah, if you need, like honestly,
I'll let you know how Wednesday goes. But
if Wednesday's a rough Wednesday for you, hit me up. I will take care of you. But yeah, man, dude, this is just one that I cannot pass on. If I see it on the shelves, great cover. There's also some other great covers for this one. Big book, as the boys were saying, so definitely don't sleep on this one. But very impressive, man. I can't believe $56 already on the aftermarket. What is going on? This book's not even out yet. We were just talking about other books that have been out for quite some time. No graded sale, but now here we go. The book's not out. CGC 98. Here we have it, $65. Crazy.
So this is. Remember we talked about FOMO. That's FOMO.
Yeah.
That's what FOMO is. The fact that a book isn't officially out and people are spending this kind of money when the book has not even hit the shelves. This isn't an open order book. This is not a 1 in 25, 1 in 50 or anything like that. This is a regular cover. It's not cover A. There is a cover A, which is actually quite banger as well.
It's really good.
It is this is an open order book. So the fact that people are starting to spend $56 on this book, I'm going to tell you guys, it makes more sense to just go to your shop on Wednesday morning. If it's there, grab it because if you guys want to be dirty flippers, this is your time.
Yep, absolutely. Crazy to see what it's selling for already on the aftermarket. The book drops this week, so I mean, take your chance first at the LCS before checking eBay and all of those other platforms. Number 3, we've got Absolute Batman Ark-M Special. Number 1, the Javier Rodriguez variant. Top raw sale, $56 for near mint. Top graded sale, $65 for a 9.8. 7-day trend of 940%. My goodness. Travis, what do we got at number 2?
Oh, the one that just got all the news this week. Assorted Crisis Events number 1. The Eric Zawadzki regular cover A. Top raw sale of this book, $285 for a near mint. Crazy. With a top graded sale.
Wait a minute. Am I seeing this correctly? I'm sorry to cut you off.
You're seeing it correctly. Yep. $56 for a CGC 9.8.
Is this legit?
Yeah, it's legit. You can tell why this got so much. There were so many rumbles in the group chats this week about this book. Fair market value $42, 49 copies total tracked. Look, there's a lot of rumbling that this book is being secretly optioned for an animated series. We have not seen any confirmed, any confirmations here. But look, this is what happens. There's a ripple effect. You see one book blow for a huge number, and everybody loses their minds. You know what I mean? Like this is exactly what's here.
Do that again.
Everyone loses their minds. Look, yeah, like the
Cats
book,
and dogs
the
living
book,
together.
the book quite literally is averaging selling for around $40. Look, you know, just I'm not here to give advice on how to spend your money. The cover B is $5. I picked up the cover B a couple weeks ago for a couple bucks.
So this is one thing that I want to point out because it is interesting. You know, Derek is saying there's a ton sitting on eBay right now for $30.
There you go.
There's no real demand. But copies at $30. I mean, look, we're seeing some move. I'm just mind blown by the $285 sale. Now, I saw you mentioned actually the group chats that we're in. You know, on these group chats, it was pointed out how there was specific sales happening that just you constantly saw this going up and up and up and up for this particular book. And afterwards, it seems to be it seems to have settled down. But what I will say, one, I don't even know what is causing this. I know that there's like a lot of discussions amongst groups that are saying this has possibility or it's going to be optioned, etc. But there's no confirmation anywhere. So I don't even know what's causing this right now to go this bonkers. But what I will say is the read is absolutely amazing.
So, I do know what's going on with this book. It's not option. It's not an option situation. Even though, you know, again, where there's smoke, there's fire. Again, with that line, it's because it's been rated one of the top reads of the year.
Yes.
By numerous places. So numerous sources, numerous sites are hailing this one of the best stories of the year. So as a result of that, people are going to get. Now, let's be honest, that 285 is an outlier. It is the only 285 to sell of this book. It was on January 1st, so that must mean somebody read one of those articles and say, I need to grab me a copy. And they spend that kind of money. That's a FOMO buy.
Again.
Right? That's a straight up FOMO buy. This book roughly goes around the price range of 25. I would say $25 to $60 is what I'm seeing it. If you look at the records, don't always go by what the top sale is, because the top sale could very well mean it's the highest sale. It's at its height. But what you want to look at is what's the medium. That's what you look at. So you know, scroll down when you go to cover price and look at all those other sales and see where it's at. And then somewhere in the middle is the sweet spot to get this book. This is one of those books that has all the potential in the world because it is a disaster. Again, it's a crisis. It's an anthology series. It has a lot of tones of a sci-fi version of a Walking Dead in a way that it's about the people and how they handle the event that's currently happening. That's why it's called Assorted Crisis Events.
Yeah.
It has a lot of potential behind it, and therefore a lot of people could just it's another jumping in book. You don't need to have read anything beforehand. So it's one of those books that you could read, enjoy it as is. Again, don't spend that kind of, you know, we're also here to tell you, like, these are the sales, because that's the fact. But we're also here to help you out to understand maybe you don't want to spend that kind of money just yet.
No, definitely not worth that. But I will agree with you when it comes to the read, man. You know, the reality bending, it's a very trippy book for your first read. You know what I mean? Like the first issue, if you give this a read, you're like, wow, okay, this is this is a ride. And I find, you know, within the issues, I would take away some awesome one-liners from this book. You know what I mean? Like there's one-liners where I'm like, man, that hit. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna keep that right here because that was great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotta. So two things I want to shout out. Dennis Camp. That's two books tonight.
Yeah.
Way to go, bud. The other thing, do I get extra slaps for being on your show when we went over this on New Comic Book Day?
Absolutely.
For FOC, and I still didn't order it. I literally talked about this book on FOC and then still didn't order it.
Travis, save the disappointment. 2026. I was expecting better.
I'm just gonna start buying vintage books again. I'm not good at this anymore, guys.
Can we do something here?
Sure.
Travis, I want you to take your hand, put it right in front of your face like that. Now, Lando, I want you to reach out to the camera and just wave your hand. And then when you wave your hand, Travis hits his face.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
I don't want it to be imaginary. I'd love to do it in person. Hopefully, I get to do that in 2026.
I know we got to do this. You know, this is what happens. So go ahead, Travis. 1, 2, 3, bam! You got
Wham.
I didn't even have to do anything. The guy's out here slapping himself. Guys, number 2, we've got Assorted Crisis Events. Number 1, this is the Zawadzki cover. Yeah, I think I got that right. Regular cover, top raw sale.
It was Eric.
$285 for a near mint. Top graded sale, $56. Yeah, now that's a deal. For a 9.8 7-day trend, 817%. 150 plus of you were just kicking it here. We appreciate every single one of you.
Love you guys.
2026, we're about to talk about the number 1 for 2026, and I can't wait to dive into this with you guys. So let's go. What do we got at number 1 is?
This one just makes me laugh. At number 1, it's Absolute Batman, issue number 15, the Nick Dragotta design variant. This is a Felix comic art, Third Eye Comics, limited to 1,000. So this was a order online copy. We have a top raw sale at really $500. Can I say that again? 500.
Yep.
High grade sale at 900. At a 9.8. Fair market value of this book is $385. We tracked 51 copies of this book. This book came out. It's the same effect as the Batman annual that happened a few weeks ago with the Daniel Warren Johnson. They put it out, and the book sold within 10 minutes, I believe. Less than 10 minutes, the book sold out, and then it just went nuts in the aftermarket. And that's what happened with this book. Also, you know, it's a design variant. So like all design variants, you know, you have multiple drawings in there that you even have a human form, DCU, you know, Bruce-like to represent Joker. So it's a little bit of everything. It's one of those books, guys. It's one of those books.
It is. My favorite part of this whole cover is the little red thin Joker writing over the Absolute Batman logo. Is that not fantastic?
It is.
I like that. I think that's a cool little touch there. It's sick. Yeah. It's
not
the price. Price ain't sick. Or it is, depending on how you look at it.
I don't know.
It's pretty sick.
So I'm gonna point this out, man. Rattlesnakes here in the chat saying 10 seconds and it's sold out, and that's exactly what ended up happening, man. If you guys aren't aware, we have a Discord chat amongst many people. Everyone's invited to come in and hang out for sure. But in the chat, there were several people that had this in their cart, and as they were checking out, they got shafted. It's sold out, and I mean within seconds, guys. The Felix comic art, Third Eye Comics books that have been coming out for the Absolute Batman title have been doing some monstrous numbers on the aftermarket. And it continues to be the trend, as you can see with this one right here. Top raw sale, $500 right there. Graded in a 9.8, and this is a pre-sale, right? 9.8, $900. This was available, I think it was like $40 or something when I was seeing some people trying to check out. So this is a very easy way to have made money if you had the opportunity to lock one down. But of course, you know, there's a lot of people out there who just want this in their collection.
Yeah.
All of the covers have been this theme where you're getting the, you know, design art variants, and they're good. They're great. They're not my cup of tea, but I understand why people are really enjoying these. But the aftermarket pricing is wild, absolutely wild to see, man. Very impressive number.
Yeah, and to be honest, it, like, you know, like Lando's saying, it wasn't on sale for $500. It was on sale for $40, and I think the graded ones were going for $80 to $100. I'm not sure. I wasn't present to watch it, But what I can tell you is that because of the speed involved in the sellout, like they said 10 seconds, I said 10 minutes, but like I said, I wasn't there to witness it. The aftermarket went crazy. And that's where you have to be really cautious with these books. This is my take on being cautious with these sales. You go to the retailer sites, and these sales go Felix Comic Art, Third Eye. I know a couple of people that work in Third Eye. They're good people. Met them in Baltimore, so I'm nothing against them, but it's one of those situations that when you do these pre-sales and these things happen, within a half hour they're already on eBay being resold. Like the book hasn't even been shipped and it's already going to a new location. So you got to be cautious with those books, and as much as some covers are cool, I personally am not much of a design variant guy. I think they're cool, but I'm not a design variant type of person. That Daniel Warren Johnson one, I wish I had that one because that one's hot. This one's okay to me, but I'm just saying, it's like you might want to use your money in different ways.
The Daniel Warren Johnson one is obviously one that I would love to have as well. I love Daniel Warren Johnson, but man, Jeffrey just took me out with this comment at $4.99. He's bought in cars for less. I'm here.
Cars are you buying?
I'm picturing this man in a Toyota Tercel, and that is a great buy because those things can last forever. For some reason, there are still Toyota Tercels on the road, guys.
It wasn't $4.99, but I have bought a Camry at one point in my life for about $700, and it had about 270 some thousand miles on it when I bought it, and I got a good 20 out of it before it really kicked the
That's the way, man. That's the way, dude.
That was what they call the in-between car.
Dude, so I want to see you debating with yourself. Should I get the comic book or should I get the car?
Yeah, right.
That will get me places.
It was one of those. It was one of those great '90s cars too, with the automatic seat belts. You know what I mean? Just so good. Such a great car.
Don't you just love those?
It goes without saying. I'm taking the car, man, because the memories I have in my horrible poop boxes, I'll call it that to stay PG-13 here. But yeah, man, the memories I have in those vehicles. We go back to Chrysler Cirrus. We go back to Mazda Proteges. We go back.
I want to do a trade-off. Let's trade a car for a comic.
Yeah, there you go.
That would be fun, man. Guys, at number 1, we've got Absolute Batman 15, the Nick Dragotta design variant. Felix
more than the car, guys.
Third Eye Comics, limited to 1,000 copies. Top raw sale, $4.99 for near mint, and top graded sale, $900 for a 9.87 day trend of 100%. Guys, that was the first Top 10 show for 2026. We hope you guys had a good time. We saw 150 plus of you hanging out with us tonight. So thank you so much for showing up, taking time out of your schedules. The holidays just came and went. I'm feeling extra husky for some reason after the holidays, dude. I drank too much. I ate too much. I feel bleh.
It was missing. It was missing. Where was it?
It wasn't here this week.
Nice.
Where was number 1?
Damn, double sign looks good.
That's fantastic.
You like the signs right on the pillars.
Yeah, great color choice. Love it. But yes, thank you all for tuning in. Of course, before we go, let's go around the horn and say our goodbyes. Man, take it away.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow on my live stream. We're going to be doing top trending. I'm going to be hanging out with Cliff. I can't wait to hear him talk about some of these books, because it's going to be fun hearing his reaction. So if you really want to see something fun, if you want to see 2 of the whitest Puerto Ricans argue with each other, come down and see the Top Trending show at 7 p.m. Eastern on my channel. And then immediately after that, Lando, you're going to talk about the next Cover Price show. But let's take it to Travis, who's going to say thank you to everybody.
Thank you to everybody. No, seriously, chat. Thanks for hanging out. We love you guys. You guys make this show fun every single week. Man, thanks so much for hanging out, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. You too for putting up with me, and Cover Price for allowing me the opportunity to come back here. Check me out at Trek Wars Comics on Instagram or on YouTube. You never know, we might be firing off some new videos here every now and then. Was that a plug? Maybe. Otherwise, everybody have a good week. Go Panthers. Keep pounding, baby. Let's go.
There you go, man. Yeah, keep pounding, Panthers. Yes. Don't forget, guys, get him to 50 subs at Trek Wars Comics, because yes, he's gonna have no choice but to give away the book. We heard him live.
I still got it. They know nobody wants a free Absolute Superman #1 Jim Lee, apparently.
I'm subscribed. If you want to, maybe just run this a little.
You've already won something. It's sitting on your shelf back there.
It's right here. But don't forget, tomorrow night we go live talking about New Comic Book Day, and I can't wait to talk about some of the books that are dropping this week. And yeah, if you're catching the replay, man, comment below. Happy 2026 to every single one of you. We look forward to rocking the entire year with every single one of you. I feel it, man. I feel it. It's going to be another awesome year for comics. So that being said, let's enjoy the entire ride together. Have yourselves a great night. If you're catching the replay, have yourself a great whatever time of day it is. We love you, and we shall see you next week.
Bye.